Hi guys, welcome to the DIY guy on the home channel. Today we'll be looking at how to make your own cement tiles. I'll walk you through all the steps and all the materials you'll need to make your own cement tiles. Enjoy. Just a quick run through of what you'll need for this job to make your own cement tiles. You'll need a drill with a screwdriver bit on the end, obviously. You'll need a tape measure, a trowel, some screwdrivers, some cement coloring. Over here I've got blue and yellow oxide and white cement. You'll also need some sand, and then you'll need a mold. The mold, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Enjoy. Hi guys, welcome back. Just a quick look at the mold that we have to make. It consists of leftover work surface. You can use anything as long as it's smooth. I've used 22 by 22 millimeter wooden battens, which I measured out to fit my dimensions, which is 200 by 200. You can make a tile 400 by 400 or larger. I've also numbered. Each piece of batten has been numbered, so you would know once you've done your tile and you remove the battens, you can put them back exactly the same way they were, which will make life much easier. Right, we're at the stage of mixing the mixture for the cement tiles. You will basically need 8 sand, 4 cement and 200 grams of color. Now that will give you 8 large tiles and 2 small tiles. But if you obviously double that up, then you get 16 large ones and 4 small ones, but then you need to have 16 sand, 4 cement and 400 grams. And you can obviously play around that ratio to whatever you're making and how many tiles you make, but just make sure you stick with the ratio, because otherwise your cement will be not strong enough for the application you're using it. Right, now we're ready to do the mix. I've already added 7 of these cups to the mixing container. I'll just add one more. So we'll have our 8 sand, which is the amount we need. That's number 8. Then we will need 4 of these, which is the white cement. Just pour that in. Yes, we'll have the 1 there. 2. That's 2 there. Do a bit more. Do a bit more. 2 there. 2. Do a number 3. 3. 4. Right, so now we have our 4 white cement. We can put that away. We add our 4 white cement in there as well. So now we've got 8 sand and 4 white cement in there. Now we need to mix that quite well before we add the color. You can do that by hand, or you can use anything really just to mix it up. Just to distribute the cement through the sand nicely. Just to give it a nice mix through. nice mixed consistency. So basically you end up with a mix like that, so you can't see the white cement in there. Right, so now I've done the 8 sand 4 cement into the bucket. I've mixed it up nicely so it's all worked through, so you have a nice mixture. Now we'll add the water, and while adding the water we'll be adding the blue colouring, and then mix it through quite well so all the colour is distributed through the cement. Make it quite runny, not too runny, because if it's too runny it just goes everywhere, and if it's too dry then you can't get it in the mould quite nicely, it doesn't spread very well and you end up with air pockets and stuff. So make sure you get it just the right consistency. I'll show you once I've mixed. Right, now we'll be adding the water to the mix. You just add it right there, you can put it enough in there, you know, to see, to start off with. Get your trowel and just work it through. Right, we've mixed it now, it's all mixed through. Now we'll be adding our blue colouring to the mix, which we've pre-measured to the 200 grams according to our formula. So now this blue you'll just mix through quite well, because it does tend to be a bit of a trouble substance to get mixed in. It takes a while to get it blended in nicely. So you have to make sure you blend it in nicely. If you don't blend it in nicely, then you'll end up with streaks in your tiles, which doesn't look very nice. So you just keep mixing this and mixing it until all the colour of the oxide is not nicely spread through the whole mix. You see it's starting to come along. Almost poured it out there, so it's coming along, but just keep mixing it and then let it stand for a bit so it settles, and then we're almost ready to pour it. Right, we are now ready to pour in the cement we've mixed into the mold. So I'm just using a normal plastic container to get the cement. And you just pour it in the mold. What I've done is I've measured all the way around the mold where you pour the cement into. I've measured about 10-12 millimeters and made a line, so I know more or less that's the level of my cement. So once I've poured it in and leveled it off, then I know that's the thickness of my tiles. You want something that's at least between 12 and 15 millimeters thick, so you can get a nice solid tile. So we got those in, and now we will just work them through, spread them out nicely, all through the mold, and you basically follow the same procedure through all of them until they're all filled up and all at the right level, and then you let them set. Alright, zoals jullie kunnen zien, het is nou al die cement ingegooid en alles afgeleveld. En die volgende stap gaan wees, dit is de toemaak met de plastiek laag, zodat die cement niet te vinnig droog wordt nie. En dan moet ons dit nou los vir ten minste 12 ure. So die volgende middag na jy dit gemaak het, dan kan jy die plastiek afhaal en begin kyk om dit die molds uit te haal. Right guys, we've finished pouring the concrete into the molds. The next thing is we need to cover it with plastic so it doesn't cure too quickly. We'll cover it with some plastic and then we'll leave it for about 12 hours and then we'll come back to it and demold it. There we go. So it's nice and covered with plastic, so it doesn't dry out too quickly. And then I'll see you in 12 hours. Hi guys, we're back. It's been 12 hours since we've done the pour of the concrete. We'll now go ahead and demold it, taking care not to crack the tiles because they are still very fragile, but we need to get them out to put them somewhere to dry further. And then once we do that, we just have to keep them moist so they don't dry too quickly. Right. This process is always very scary because you don't want to crack your tiles that you've just spent a lot of time making. We'll see the edge there. You'll see the tiles there, that they don't look too bad. Take the edges off. That's coming off quite nicely. The crucial part would be when you get to the actual removing of the tiles. At this stage it's not too bad. It's a bit stuck, that one. We'll leave that one. Go for the next one on this side. That's popped off nicely. So we've got that bit out there. Yeah, it's still very soft. But we'll just work our way through it. Get it all loosened up. Seem to have a broken screw there. And it looks like my battery's dying as well. So we'll have to make a plan there. That bit's come off nicely as well. Right, so I'll continue demolding this and then we'll come back once we get all the pieces of wood out, and then we'll take it from there. Very nice. It's all nice. Almost there. Right, we've loosened almost all of them. There's a few more to do, so we'll crack on. It's not looking too bad so far. The worst part's still to come, just to get the pieces of wood out. Because as I say, the main thing is that we don't break any tiles. I mean, if you do break a tile, then that's just part of it. I mean, you know, they are handmade, so you know the potential for breaking is there, but we try not to break them because then you have to make some more. And if you can be lucky to get out of each pour all 8 tiles, then you know it's less tiles you have to make. again, or the next round. So I'll just start taking the pieces of wood out, then we'll come back to the rest of the demolding. All the screws are loose now. I've taken out the back supports of the small tiles, and they've all separated quite nicely. This is the first one, and as you can see, that's a beautiful little tile that's just come up. Look at the nice shiny surface that we get. So we'll slowly remove them so they don't break, and gently just put them somewhere where they can't get damaged. All of them is nice and loose, which is perfect. And just move them out of the way so we can get to the bigger tiles. Get that support out, and then gently just try and push them. You have to be very gentle. Just don't rush it. The main thing is don't rush it. Be careful. There's no need to rush the process. Just have to wiggle your way out. I think these have moved. The two big ones. So you're gently gonna have to try and lift it. Go, get your hands in underneath it. Gently flick it over. And there you go. There's one big tile that's just popped out. As you can see, it's nice and smooth. It's got a good surface to it. So I'm quite happy with that. Now we'll just put it somewhere where it can dry and be safe. That's the first one. I think the back one just popped out as well. Yeah, that's good. This has come out. That's perfect. Pick this one up gently, flick it over, and check it out. Yeah, no, look, it's nice. Came out well. Very happy with that. But remember, these are very, very fragile. I mean, they are very green. So it won't take much for them to snap or crack. And then, as I say, all your hard work will be wasted. So we just have to gently keep on rolling, flicking it over, cleaning it off. And don't worry about the edges at this present time. We'll clean them up once they've dried out a bit more. As I say, at the moment they are still very, very fragile. We don't want to push our luck with the whole process of demolding it. Oh yeah, there we go. That's just popped. Perfect. That is very good. That means these tiles are now also loose. Flick them around. Oh, that's good. Scrape that off. That's another perfect tile. Very happy with that. Let's see this one. Oh yeah, that's come out beautifully as well. I think what I'll do is, these have come up now, and what I'll do is I'll leave them actually on this way up, with the smooth surface up, and then I'll get a small spray gun, and then I'll just spray them with some water and cover them with the plastic again, and then just keep doing that for 24 hours, you know, just keep them moist. Not too much, just with the plastic, so they just keep slowly drying. Yeah, because the more water you add to the cement, the better it cures. And that's just the way it is with cement. We've got one stubborn one over here, which I don't know why it doesn't want to move. That one's good. Get this one out of the way. Right guys, we're now gonna spray some water on the tiles just to keep them wet. Hi guys, welcome back. You'll notice the tiles have been drying. We've kept them moist, we've had no issues with breakage. You'll see they are a lot lighter, but once we stain them, they will be a lot darker. The next stage is we'll leave them for a few more days so they dry even more, and then we'll move on to the next stage, which is the tiling process, which a video of that will be posted as well. I hope you've enjoyed the DIY Guy on the Home channel. Until next time.